From an early age, Tommy showed signs of something special, a natural entrepreneurial spirit paired with an extraordinary work ethic. Growing up in the Myrtle Beach area, he learned early that no job was too small and no effort wasted. Whether folding laundry, waiting tables, or finding creative ways to get the job done, Tommy understood that hard work was the foundation of anything worth building.
I'm Tommy's oldest daughter, Heidi Pennington, and I've worked with him on and off pretty much my entire life. I'm so honored that my dad asked me to do this, and I know that I'm not his favorite child. His favorite child is funny and smart and so loving, and he's a black lab named Buddy, so I guess Buddy couldn't do this, so I'm his second choice. He's so inspiring. His mind is always working. He's curious about everything. Any topic that you bring up, he wants to know more about it, or he wants to Google it, and he's always watching the Business Channel, reading the Wall Street Journal, talking to people. I love watching his mind work because it's going all the time. He's just an amazing natural businessman, natural entrepreneur.
After graduating from the University of Georgia, that mindset carried Tommy into his first professional role, selling building supplies with concrete products. He later went on to manage a fuel distributor in Gwinnett County for many years, and eventually, that path led him to Dalton.
Debbie and I first laid eyes on Tommy Thompson in 1991 when he was roaring up his driveway of the new house that he had just purchased next to ours in his Bluesmobile town car. And when that car hit the incline of the driveway, that back bumper hit that pavement, the tailpipe scraped, sparks flew. The very next day, Debbie and I watched him do it again. And I turned to Debbie and I said, I think that we have a DA for a new neighbor. And I wasn't meaning district attorney.
Our story with Tommy and Diane begins with Ross Wood's Adult Day Services. Elizabeth Avett, who was serving as the vice chair of the board for Ross Woods, approached Nanette and myself to ask if we might be interested in working on a committee to raise funds to establish a new, larger facility for Ross Woods Adult Day Services. We agreed that we would do so. This was in late 2006, and in early 2007, we formed a committee, and Tommy and Diane Thompson and Brian and Debbie Macon were two couples that were the very first to join the committee to assist with the overall fundraising and planning project. They're just wonderful folks, all of them, and have continued to be involved with Ross Woods since those days back in 2007.
In 1983, Tommy purchased Broaderick Oil, putting down roots that would grow into both a remarkable career and a lasting commitment to this community.
I feel like everything he does has been successful. And I think part of that is that he just takes calculated risk, but he's also very dedicated to seeing it through, and he's good with people and good at finding good partners, and it seems to be a formula that's worked well for him. Even though he's calculated in business, not so calculated on the 4th of July. It's one of our favorite family holidays. We all go to the lake house, the children, grandchildren, and he buys so many fireworks, and then we sit on the land, and he goes out on the dock and lights as many as he can, and then yells run, and hopes for the best. Sometimes they fall in the water, sometimes they shoot at us, but it's all very exciting, and we all still have our fingers. So.
Over the years, Tommy has built and led an impressive range of successful ventures. Thompson Energy grew into a company generating over $400 million in annual sales, ultimately selling 43 convenience stores and fuel centers to MAPCO in 2006. He went on to form Thompson-Kenny with Josh Kinney, creating one of Georgia's largest wholesale fuel dealerships, while simultaneously expanding Spirit Express, a large petroleum transport company in the Southeast.
Tommy is the smartest, the most successful entrepreneur that I know outside the carpet industry. He was an owner of a bank. He grew a very successful chain of convenience stores. He developed several petroleum companies that achieved national acclaim for the company as well as for his leadership. And he's also a major player in the real estate business. When he was younger, he owned a cemetery and made a profit in a dying business. Sorry about that. And he's one of the owners of the Ford of Dalton, but don't get him on that subject because he'll try to sell you a car.
Just as quietly as he has built success in business, Tommy has given back with community service. Most recently, he was elected vice chairman of the board of directors of Dalton Utilities, serves as vice chairman of Ross Woods, and chairs the Tent Ministries. He is a longtime supporter of the Boys and Girls Club, a supporter of United Way's Alexis de Tocqueville Society, and a generous contributor to the Peacock Legacy Foundation.
I was asked to approach folks about participating in storefronts in the Discovery Center. I approached my friend Tommy Thompson and said, Tommy, here's what JA is doing. Here's what the efforts of the Discovery Center are all about. And you have the perfect opportunity to be a very important part of what the JA Discovery Center will offer to the children in our community. You can put a Ford of Dalton storefront in the facility and expose our youth to what it takes to do the financial management and do the other things they learn through the Discovery Center to be able to buy that automobile from Ford of Dalton. And Tommy said, well, and I said, as soon as you say well, that means you want to pray about it. Let's pray about it right now. And we did. And Tommy said, yes, we'll do it if my partner Jason will also support the idea of doing this Discovery Center. And as it's turned out, they've been a very important part of the legacy of the Discovery Center and the volunteer needs at the Discovery Center.
His commitment to community matches his entrepreneurial drive. In 1980, as chairman of the Gwinnett Hospital Authority, he helped build one of the region's largest medical centers. Tommy is also a past chairman of the Georgia Oilmen's Association and several major oil company advisory boards. In 2022, he served as chairman of Energy Marketers of America, representing petroleum marketers in all 50 states. Through these roles and countless quiet acts of generosity, he has made a lasting impact on his community and beyond. His greatest pride is his family and the people he's helped along the way.
You know, I think his morals have helped shape our children and turn them into the people they are today. He's so generous. So much fun. All of the kids love being around him. You know, he's just always there if we need anything from me, my sister, any of the grandchildren. I think, you know, he's just dedicated.
He did learn from his 3 F's: faith, family, and friends. Tommy is a man of God, and his beautiful wife, Diane, and his family, they're his pride and joy. And the 3rd F, friends. Let's just say he's still working on that.
Known for his genuine humor and steady humility, Tommy leads with heart and a deep respect for others. Tonight, we honor a man whose legacy reaches far beyond business, a legacy defined by service, generosity, and quiet leadership.
Well, Tommy Thompson, this is a great privilege as my friend to be able to congratulate you on this wonderful recognition for who you are as a man, who you are as a community leader, and who you are indeed as a friend to me.
Congratulations. The whole family's so proud of you, especially Buddy. We love you.
When I was born, I was very fortunate to have a wonderful older brother. And by the grace of God, the good Lord gave me another older brother in Tommy. Now, he doesn't have our genes, the athletic ability, the good looks, but I'm going to claim him anyway, because he ain't heavy. He's my brother. Congratulations, Tommy, on a well-deserved award.